coming on.
Okay, no Tim tonight, but here with Jonathan and me.
It's you.
That's him. So yeah, I sneaked my mobile SAM up, and it actually started going off way before it got near. It was only an air superiority fighter, so it wouldn't have done us any harm anyway. But it's good to take these out where you can. It was circling around there, wasn't it? And you're moving a rocket launcher in, aren't you?
Yeah, just to start papping away. I noticed you were following me with your Sam because I am overextending, leaving myself a bit vulnerable. Um, Also managed to build an air base just south
Oh,
in Karga, and it
yeah.
is. I've defended against no less than 4 ballistic missiles
Really?
yeah, there were two overnight,
Wow.
um, and also shot down three heavy bombers, two that went for Karga and one that went for this airfield at the
Wow.
southwest. And I caught that overnight. It's quite spectacular. So we've made a dent, especially on Ukraine, and Hungary's wasted a fair few ballistic missiles. But we'd
Nice.
already seen him do that yesterday.
Yeah, the money will keep coming, but at least we're taking them down using the resources. And the more they spend on missiles and planes, and the less they spend on ground troops that'll actually hurt us and take land, the better, I think. And yeah, I think having my SAM there has helped, and you've got theatre defence and two AAs. Excuse me. So that's good. That's a good little stack. And then you've got some ground troops there, which are critical to taking back the land. Now, I don't know if you've noticed what's happening to the further to the west in our original choke point.
Oh, I have because I've been involved in it.
So you're pulling up two theatre defence, which will be powerful.
One theatre defence and a rocket launcher.
Oh, it's a rocket. Oh, brilliant. Okay. It's funny because the theatre defence and the rockets look the same from your. I'm pulling up theatre defence, mobile SAM, and a rocket as well. So it's good. We're going to have two rockets, and I built overnight two AA.
Oh, very nice.
So that's going up as well, and they built them from there and there. Those two cities. And they don't take long. From Maradi. Oh no, wrong one. Kano. From Kano, I've got a level 3 recruiting office, and it took 11 hours to build an AA.
Yeah, they're very expensive though.
Yeah. So I'm building one more, and then I'm just going on to rockets and already producing mechanized, because we've got loads of air defense, but not a lot of ground defense. So if they come at us with a big stack, with Scooby Doo screwed.
These strikes have been so invaluable. So you'll notice Tim's are returning to the airbase now. He originally had 5 in one stack and 4 in another. And
Yeah.
what we did was just took a run straight at Algiers, and the reason we did that is because he's got one anti-air sitting there.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's currently destroyed, but we've had a few good hits at it. He's taken down 3 of our planes, and hopefully we've also killed some of his troops and his tanks, which he's got sitting on there.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Okay.
yeah, and overnight there's also been some further fighting to the west. Tim went blow for blow with a naval officer, sorry, a sub-commander with his naval officer, and they both ultimately ended up killing each other. He won the battle, but then when he got to Spain, he was finished off by an array of strikes and heavy bombers and cruise missiles. It's rather
Wow.
one-sided, but we are starting to turn the tide with these strikes. We've held on to the airports, and in his disorganization, he is losing some troops.
Yeah, and gaining land. Remember, that was Algeria's land originally, and once you get into there, you can get a bit choked off. So we've got to be careful of that. It's kind of protected by mountains, so it's a bit of a good landing zone actually, where he's picked there. Everywhere else is a bit easier to get to.
Yeah, he's built a pontoon, and it only takes like 3 hours to build a pontoon. We'll easily be able to shoot down any airports that he builds, but these could crop up very quickly. And the real stinger is this airport he's got east of Palermo. This is allowing him to get in all of his strike fighters and air superiority into the fray. Now he did lose quite a few air superiority overnight, so that's fantastic news for us. Um,
Yeah.
so his air defense is very limited right now. But he's gonna definitely try sending some more ballistic missiles to our key airports. So the more we can reinforce with anti-air, the better, and the more we can preserve the health of our strikes, the better.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just looking for any islands that they haven't taken, but they're pretty thorough. Because it would be funny if you could just like sit, on an unoccupied island, like
Well,
sit an
that won't
anti-air.
work. They've definitely got ships in the Mediterranean, um, and that would just get destroyed. You built your airbase before, like east of Tripoli, didn't you? And it just got destroyed overnight.
Yeah, but saying that, so you look at Greece. You look at Greece. There's still a few islands that haven't been taken.
But it would take them a matter of hours to get a boat there and harass us, and they would spot it.
You
We've
think they
noticed
would?
they've got a keen eye, and I would guess that they're actually communicating with one another
Yeah.
because as soon as Ukraine lost his heavy bombers, he called out to his buddy Hungary, help, help, and then he sent some ballistic missiles over.
Okay. Okay. But I'm pretty happy with. So we've been defensive and we've made sure not to lose any silly amounts of things. So we've gone big on the air defense, which is the primary concern. We've pushed back the bombers, and we've fought off some of the missiles now. So we're doing well, and now we're just starting to push back gently, and then we'll have to have a think about what we do next. And I think it's probably got to be something fairly decisive against the homeland. I'm still really keen on the whole going round through the Middle East, which you've started to do.
Yeah, I haven't got enough forces right now, but now I've got this airport. I'm within range to start taking on Oman. I've actually just been waiting to tie off a couple of wars, so I'm hours away from finishing the wars with Ethiopia and the East African Federation. So I'm really trying to maximize my rewards, maximize my morale, minimize any debuffs.
Yeah, there's just one more tile of East Africa, and I'm sending my my medium stack in, which was a big stack, but it's being split up a bit. I'm actually being papped. Have you seen the ship going at me?
Yeah. This is odd. It makes me think that Zambia is still active.
I think they are. They've got to be, because I just declared war against them, and then bang, out it comes. But then Tim's going at them from the west, isn't he? Southwest. So that's good. He's cracking into them. Oh, and there's some nice supplies tiles there. Just in provinces.
He's having to be really careful though.
It's
There's some
Namibia.
tanks lingering around, and his strikes are currently occupied. So it's been slow progress for him, but yeah, he will succeed eventually.
Yeah, and slow progress for me as well, because I've only just taken these two cities. It's taken a day. But they've had quite a lot of stuff. I haven't actually seen exactly what it is, but stuff's been coming at me, and the rockets have been firing away, and I've been, continuing to take a little bit of damage in the armoured fighting vehicles and the mechanised stuff. But it's going quite well. It's worked out to be quite a nice stack. What's this guy taking? 6 point... The ship must be a corvette or something silly. I've sent a rocket to go head to head with him, and then I've sent 2 more rockets that'll be there in 7 hours to continue to fight against the boat. And also I've got some strike fighters going for that boat. It's not going to be anything difficult. And then actually once I've got my rockets in place, I can start firing at Kapoko and maybe make a crossing, but equally just finish off this peninsula first.
Heads up.
What we got?
2 elite bombers making their usual run at us.
Oh, where? They haven't... Okay, they haven't appeared yet. Don't tell me where they are. We'll just wait for them to appear.
Well,
Here we
I'd
are.
say you need to start attacking them as soon as possible with your strikes. He's probably not going to go all the way in there.
Interesting. Oh, so your theatre defence might get him. I've got an AA quite near, so I'll just
More
move
worried
in.
about his missiles. He's going to let them off like within the next couple of minutes, and you need to get there as soon as possible to try and intercept him.
Where are my strikes?
They're sitting on
Oh yeah.
Timmy Uween.
Refueling for 9 minutes. They're going to be... Their travel time's a long time away. There may be time.
Ballistics take 15 minutes, and what is important is if we can't defend this airport adequately, which I think hopefully we'll be able to, we need to make sure our strikes are not on the ground.
Yeah. Has AA got missile defense? It has. Maybe I'll just keep going for the airport then. So you've got a theatre defense on the airport. Yeah, mine just aren't quite there. But we've got good coverage against the cities if he tries to go for the cities. If he destroys the airport, I'll rebuild it straight away. So let's have a look at these. So these are coming from Hungary. These are 2 elite bombers. We've already taken some of these out, haven't we? And these are delivering... They can deliver cruise missiles and ballistic missiles. They have a capacity of 2 ballistic missiles each or 3 cruise missiles. Now, we know he's been using the ballistics, so he'll have a total of 4 ballistic missiles.
Yeah, he's got some subs as well, so his subs are releasing 2 a day. These are releasing 4 a day. I think have we taken down any of these yet?
Any of the subs?
No, any of the elite bombers.
I think we might have taken one down last night. Did an elite bomber take a go at Karga?
No, that was a regular bomber, I believe.
We may not have taken down any elite. Ooh, I've got a feeling we may have taken one down, but we may not have. So we've got a very nice coverage against cities. We've got theatre defence all over, and SAMs. Tim's got a couple of SAMs moving up as well. AAs. There's a lot of air defence. There's 7 minutes until my strike fighters have refueled, and they're not very good. They've got 2 attack against aeroplanes, I'm afraid. They're not levelled up. So that'll be 8 attack against bombers. Bombers have a big old hit point.
They've got no defence against planes.
No defence, so good. I won't get hit back.
Yeah, it's just free, really.
Tim's not on, so he might not be able to send his strikes.
No, but they are going to be auto-attacking other targets.
So they'll be away.
Hopefully they'll just be away.
Yeah. And you've got a theatre defence on the other airfield, which is something. So the question is your theatre defence, level 3, going to be able to take on a direct hit from 4 ballistic missiles?
Oh, I really don't know. Guess we'll find out.
It's possible. What's the... Let's have a look at ballistic missiles. Oh, do you know what level they are?
They're going to be like... They were level 2 before. For all we know, they could be like level 5 now.
Let's have a look at level 2 for now. So the hit points are 16. It's quite a lot. And actually, what I do know is that an ICBM max level can be taken down by 2 theatre defence. So 1 theatre defence would certainly take down 1 ballistic missile. It might take 2. Don't know if it's going to take down 4. So it's almost a shame that my theatre defence isn't a bit faster and didn't get there a bit sooner. And the AA has absolutely no range whatsoever, so that's going to be a bit useless. But at least all our planes will be away, and Tim's landing a motorised infantry, so that's not going to... Ooh, if I hit him with my planes, they'll go back to that airfield and possibly be refueling for when the missiles hit.
Hmm.
So let's have a look. They've got 42 minutes. There's a chance, a shot in the dark, that I could get 2 runs in. But it's going to be
I
tight.
think you'll find it'll take about 20 minutes to intercept him. It's a little bit deceptive, and then 20 minutes to return. So you're only going to get in one shot.
Okay, and hopefully I won't be in the airport by the time he hits it.
Yeah, and maybe you'll scare him off. And if you can take out one, then that's 2 ballistic missiles that we don't have to contest with. I'm really worried he's just going to send them straight for some of my home cities because they're currently entirely undefended. So I've just been moving my theatre defense to the front lines.
Well, don't worry about that, because wherever he's landing, where he's due to patrol and potentially send them off, he'll be going through a couple of my theatre defences, maybe even 3.
Yeah.
So we might be all right. And they haven't tried getting on our home cities yet, have they?
They have.
Have they?
Tim's been hit a couple of times.
Oh, do you know which one was hit?
It was he was specifically targeting his naval production in Goma,
Okay.
south, and Kandy in the east.
So that's their biggest worry.
Yeah. And he hit 2 ballistics actually on Kandy, and 2 more got shot down on Gome.
Okay.
I think he's either going to target me or Tim. You haven't really had that many skirmishes with him yet.
Yeah, he won't be so angry with me.
Like Russian roulette.
Coming from Palermo. But he'll have seen me hit his pontoon and take 3 damage off it. It might be just enough to annoy him and think,
Ooh, pontoon can still be used above 40% HP.
I know. But it's interesting to see what damage you can do. Motorised infantry coming into the mountains at you.
I also know he's going to get a little nasty surprise. In fact, I could...
And we know there's no air superiority fighter to crack into your planes, so that's good.
Yeah.
Worth diverting your planes to the bombers instead, because they're higher value?
It wouldn't get there in time. It'll take me 40 minutes to get over there.
But it'll take him 40 minutes to get here, so you get him on the way back.
I don't think he's going to go all the way. I think he's going to release a ballistic missile at any moment. And,
okay.
And also, I'm not within range, so I'd need to relocate all the way to that airbase and then take off. So it's just...
Okay, too far away. Okay, fine.
We need to get some anti-air at either the Buzayama complex or Saba, and then build an airport, and then take down Palermo from there. And then once we've got that, then we'll have like a little wall here, and then maybe with another one at Tindouf, if we even need that, then we can just have a solid line of defense on Northern Africa.
Yeah, while maintaining a little bit of secondary defence on our home cities. I've got a theatre defence and a SAM on 2 of my cities.
Well, once we have a line of theatre defence, then any plane that even comes close is going to get hit. And his ballistic missiles only have such long a range. I would even suggest like committing one of your theatre defence to go straight to Saba now, if you want to take a risk.
Yeah, I can sit one there because it's going to take forever to get there. I've got an 8A. So really, one of my theatre defences does cover the 3 cities. So let's
once we've survived this round of ballistics, I could take a risk and then move it.
Keep moving stuff up, yeah.
Saba.
And then I can sit mine on the airfield below. I could give you an AA. Well, let's think about that, because Tim's flying up a troop. I've got we're both flying up some rockets. It might be that we move up and round to take that Constantina and Algiers land back, but
it's so precarious because he has the Zaragoza complex and La Coruna, and he's really embedded there. We'd be stuck between three airports of his, and I don't think it's that defensible. Like we do want to take it back eventually, but I think
not
it's just
now.
like baby steps forward. Betchar,
Yeah.
I think we will be another good target to take. Ultimately, I think we need to get to Fez, but Betchar's like an intermediary between there, and from there we could go northeast and retake Algiers.
Well, if we go
Um,
the Fez route along into Spain, then we'll have ship support from Tim. I am quite keen to build some frigates so that I can have my two cruisers and some frigates, but I'm prioritising researching level 4 mechanised infantry so I can fly them around, and I'm just going to keep pumping out mechanised from this city because we need some ground troops really that are mobile, that we can move fast.
Absolutely, yeah. And rocket launchers just to contest his tank destroyers. So I'd say stop building armored fighting because they're going to be pretty useless.
No, I'm just going for rockets and mechanized. I figured the tank destroyers will just make the armored fighting vehicles a bit useless. And then when you look at the stats on the mechanized, they're 7 attack against armored vehicles, and then which is quite high. And then you look at the tank destroyer, and it's got 3 attack against troops. So definitely the mechanized are a nice unit to have against what he's got, and they're a bit cheaper than the armoured fighting vehicles.
Yeah.
So save a bit.
We just need to watch out for these airborne he's got too, because they're hopping all around the place. I don't know if we covered this yet, but the reason he's made progress so quickly is because he's hopped them directly onto the city. This is also how he's taken the rest of Spain. In fact, you can actually see one. You see on the western tip of Spain, on this little last bit, one of 2 lands Tim has got left there. You can see what he's got: level 3 airmobile infantry.
Ooh, they're really good against troops.
Yep. So, ideally, what we need is mobile AA on our airports, firstly, and in our stacks, secondly. The worst case scenario is him going to be getting close enough to fly a stack of those into a support stack of theatre defence, rockets, SAMs, what have you. Then they'll be absolutely defenceless and there'll be nothing we can do about it. So we need to keep him at a far enough distance where he can't do that for a start. And then secondly, we need to push forward ourselves and destroy his infrastructure, because without airports, these cannot move.
Yeah, and they don't have a very big range, so we need to make sure we keep the airports back.
Yeah, which is why we've been relentlessly contesting Algiers and Constantine. We just need to throw everything we have to make sure that he does not build an airport on this side of the Mediterranean.
Yeah. I mean, it would be really handy having some bombers, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, the reason why his bomber strategy has worked to us is, like, look at the landmass we have, right? Look how spread out we are. Now, if you look at Hungary and Ukraine's homeland, especially when we start getting towards their home cities, they're so denser. So he can have a front line defending his port with anti-air there, which would in turn defend like 10 cities behind it. So bombers would, like, 100%, they would get shot down at some time running over there.
Bombers would be good for taking out infrastructure like airports that they build in our own land.
We already know he's got SAM turrets. It would, I think it would just be the reward would not be big enough, and they would 100% get shot down. There's no doubt about that. Like, we need. I think the best way to destroy the infrastructure is to have naval superiority.
Okay.
But we're struggling a bit because Tim has lost a lot of ships. He currently only has 3 destroyers and a frigate. Oh, he's got 2. He's got 4 more frigates, which he's using for missile defense as well. So our homeland's defended, but currently I'm just waiting for him to get a bit more and regroup and meet me up in Spain, and then we'll be able to contest these waters again. But right now, if I were to
Yeah.
move this stack up to Spain, it would die in a couple of minutes because it
Yeah.
has no air defense.
Yeah. Frigates is the key, isn't it?
And unfortunately, we timed it a bit wrong. And if I'd gone ahead of Tim, it might have worked out a lot better because the subs took down his frigates.
Oh God.
Um, but his subs are now gone, but he will rebuild more. So I'll wait here with these destroyers for the right time to clear the path ahead for Tim to sit outside Spain with his anti-air. And then hopefully by then we would have pushed forward a little bit more, got a bit more infrastructure, and then we can hold this front for as long as humanly possible.
We can do it. It'll be interesting to see. So Tim's got 3 strikes and 4. He's going for it, isn't he? Where's this attack? Okay, so I've just hit the boat with my rocket. So does it tell me what it is? 8th Corvette. It's of course it's a Corvette. There we go.
He's got a level 3 port, so he may be making destroyers.
Oh, okay. Oh well, I can soon start attacking that with my rockets anyway.
Do you mind just papping this little target in the East African Federation when you're going past with your rockets?
Well, I'm sending my medium stack at it.
Well, the only reason I say that is I just know he's had some nasty surprises. The East African Federation's the troops he had lingering around has taken out one of my rocket launchers and 3 of my troops.
Yeah, they've been going at me. There you go. I've just hit it. I'm going to keep going on me way, and then I can. Am I going to hit it again? Yeah. I'm going through mountains. It'll take me forever, so I can hit it again.
Oh,
I'm nearly there with my stack. I'm going after it. Which one are you talking about? The one in the purple tile?
yeah, the one in the purple tile. Does it say you're hitting a battalion or a division?
3rd Armoured Battalion.
Okay.
So is battalion a oneer?
1 or 2 or 3 maybe.
Oh, it's
I've
fine.
noticed Ukraine's moved into anti-air now.
Ukraine anti-air.
Strike. Yeah, in Marsamatra.
Oh, okay. And how do you know it's an anti-air? Have you been hit?
I've been hit twice and I've lost a strike.
Oh, that's annoying. Okay, your officer needs to heal up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to completely retreat. I've got nothing else left to defend with up here, unfortunately.
I'd keep I'd pap away at his troop that's coming for you, because it's nearly dead, and then just keep papping away at the people. May as well.
People.
Sorry, the city. Do you mean you're going to retreat?
No. I'm retreating my planes.
Oh yeah.
The troops are the last hope here.
Yeah, leave the troops up there. Yeah, get rid of your planes. So I'm just having a look at this elite bomber situation. So they're coming in still. Haven't let loose any missiles. They're 28 minutes from their so-called destination. My planes are 28 minutes 41 away. They seem to have synchronized when they're going to hit. So, well, my strike fighters, they're moving at 12 is their speed, and the elite bombers, they're at 11 speed now, which is a bit faster than I expected. Thought they were at 10. So hopefully I'll hit them. I'm a little bit faster. I'm on a bit of an intercept. Just make sure I am actually aiming for them. Elite bomber. It's changed, so I'm 18 minutes away. I wonder if I was... Yeah, I should hit them before they get there. Then it's a little bit of a ways to go back, so I shouldn't be caught up in any missile fire. My AA is actually 30 minutes away from the airfield. I wonder if it'll get there in time, but it's only got one missile defence. Is that worth it, or shall I keep him out of the way? Is one missile defence worthwhile? Give it a go.
I'd say it's done. He seems to be coming right in here, so he's going to go for one of our cities. Fortunately, he's going to get hit by theatre defence on the way.
Yeah, and I do wonder if it's worth stopping any moving theatre defence. I think I probably will, because sometimes I think when stuff's moving, it doesn't respond as well. Do you think?
Yeah, we've had that before, haven't we?
But it does look he's going right in there. Maybe he's a bit blind to that airport, or he might do one at the airport and one at everything else. We're well prepared for this attack. There's a frigate there, 2 frigates there with 3.5 missile attack for Tim's city. I've got a couple of cruisers with a couple of missile defence to help my city on the edge there, but we've got 2 theatre defence and mobile SAMs, so they'll help. And then got a moving theatre defence with a mobile SAM, and then a couple of AAs. So here we go. One's off. So where's he sending that to? Classic. Okay, you should be fine. So he's sending it to Karga, where you've got a theatre defence and 2 AAs, and it's just the one so far.
Okay.
Level 2 still ballistic. Now, where else is he going to loose them off? He's got 3 more to go. Looks like...
Mind retreating your SAM turret a bit, see if you can get within range of Karga.
SAM in range of Karga.
So it's currently going north, but I know there's no planes there right now.
Yeah, true. Send it back. I think he's a bit out of it. Oh, but he might catch it while it's going down. So he may still... Yeah, he may still catch that if it's within the envelope, because it's where the shadow is, isn't it? But we won't see the shadow, so it might go over my SAM. But
I don't know where the shadow is, like whether it appears like above the city, or it's a bit of a funny one, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. I've caught them in weird ways where they've gone over a city, so it might be that if there was one in the Buzoyama complex, like a theatre defence, it might catch it because it goes over it or something. So it might just be in a straight line from the plane to the city, that the theatre defence has that range just up and over.
Yeah.
So I might miss it with my mobile SAM. We never know, but we'll keep an eye. And we'll see where he's going to send his next missile. But this is good news, Jonathan. Another one.
Yeah,
hey!
So that's going for moot, so it's just a waste of a ballistic again.
Classic. He sent it to an empty victory site. So this is fantastic news. Really, really good news indeed. My planes are not far away from intercepting him as well. So...
I don't wait.
We're 14.
I think he's got 2 more. I think he's going to push his luck now.
Yeah, so where are these other 2 going? Because he is coming in deep.
I reckon he's just going to try and get the airports again. You know, like he's done every time.
Yeah, in which case you've got a theatre defence on each, which, I mean, if he'd thrown all 4 ballistic missiles at 1 theatre defence, it may have made a difference. Nope, he's turning back. I've possibly scared him off with my planes.
I don't think he can see you. I think he's just, that's it. That's his run.
He just had 2 ballistic missiles. Okay, that's a bit weird.
Do you reckon you'll catch him?
I'm going to go pretty deep, aren't I, chasing after him? So I've basically got 13 minutes to try and gain. I think he's probably a bit far away. So interestingly, the city Sabah, quite often he's actually gone through. I've been watching generally through. He's come closest to the tile southwest that I own, called Alawenet, which is just southeast of where his planes are now, and southwest of Sabah. Alawenet. Mm-hmm. That's where his elite bombers have been closest. So a theatre defence there wouldn't do any harm, because it could nick him. But then it's a bit out on its own.
So yours is getting there at 6 in the morning. Probably wait a few hours until to time it right.
I think this strategy where we've got one theatre defence, 2 AAs and a SAM, I think that's a really good strategy. And when we have like a rocket and then a couple of troops as well, where we're just pushing back a bit, so we've got a bit of ground defence if we get hit by any, ground units.
Yeah,
that seems to be working so far, but it's a bit of a leap of faith the further out we go, the further towards Hungary. We're going to have to be very well defended indeed.
Yeah, I'm glad we've all got theatre defence though. Has Tim got theatre defence? Yeah,
he does. Yeah. Well, all you need is one theatre defence on Yaoundé. How did you say that? Or Mayodal?
It is. I kept saying Yaound, but it is Yaoundé, isn't it?
You just need one on there, and it covers all your cities, and it gives you a bit of peace.
Next one I built, I'm just gonna sit on Mayodali just so I can continue to produce theatre defence. That's defending your production of the AA is more important than defending your home cities. So they're obviously most likely going to be in the same place, but yeah, eventually I'm just going to stick one on each city.
Okay, Mayodali is your main. Okay, and you're only 7 hours away, so that'll be fine. Just sit it there, and it's good in the meantime you've moved the others out. Okay, nice.
Supplies or components, do
you? Not yet, no. And I think your production's significantly higher than mine.
Yeah, 267 now, and I'm still only able to research one thing a day. There we go.
Yeah, I've got 215.
Oh god.
So I'm fairly desperate for what I can get. I can certainly spend what I get. I'm getting there. Once I can build a few more mechs and AAs, I'm going to feel a bit happier about life. We're doing all right. Pretty much taken out the East African Federation, starting on Zambia, who seems to be potentially kicking back a bit, with me and Tim on each side, and you've started in the Middle East. So what's the plan then to further your Middle Eastern venture? Because me and Tim are a bit tied up. Are you going to be all right there on your own?
Well, I haven't really got enough resources to take on Oman now. I've seen he's got some really high level tanks just sitting around, so I'm not at war with him yet. Mecca was just free to take.
Is it worth coming down and helping us finish off Africa so we can all go over to the Middle East then?
Possibly.
Because your land grabbing troop has been invaluable. While I've just gone for the cities.
I've had a few, and I kind of moved down all at once, and I was fortunate enough that Ethiopia just didn't have any resistance in his land. He had very little. If your rockets will go ahead, then I'll help you take some of these cities 100%.
Yeah.
I guess I could move in on Chimui.
Where's Chimui?
It is southwest of where you're taken now. Oh, look, we can see what East Africa has. Yeah, he's pretty much dead armored fighting vehicle. So it's the eastern side of Zambia. Sorry, east of Mozambique, southeast of Zambia. I think you should move in through Kapoko, which is where this corvette is, and then I'll move in south of there.
Yeah, I'll just take these two cities down here. They are taking a while, so I'll probably be moving over to Kapoko like tomorrow or something silly. So it's slow going. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much dead armored fighting vehicle. Fine. Yeah, I could do with one more hit from my rockets, couldn't I, just to finish it off? But yeah, let's get just enemies in range. Text. I wish there was a fire control that said keep moving, but then attack someone when your attack comes back on through the countdown. Because it's got, after I last attacked him, there's an hour to reload, isn't there? There's no way to tell when the reload time is, which we should have. There should be advanced fire controls that cover the reload, so you can just run circles around someone, firing at them, and yeah, that would be better. But hey. Okay, so my poor little elite UGV's taken a hit. He's only got 8 hit points, but he's surviving against the corvette, and then my rockets are moving in, and I've sent my planes after him as well. Have I? Yes, I have. No point going after the elite bombers. I don't think I'll catch them. They're only one slower than me.
Oh, are you giving up on the chase?
Yeah.
I think you'd be surprised, like, when that countdown reaches 0, they just zip across there.
Okay.
That's too late now.
Ooh. Okay, that would have been good to know.
Really gutted that he's got away with that. Even though he's doing no damage, I just want to shoot them out of the sky.
Yeah, it shows he's potentially being cautious as well. But we'll get them.
Caution will be his downfall.
Yeah, we'll move. We've got so much AA up there.
Yeah. Eventually the tide will turn.
Always does. How's China? And we haven't heard anything from the UK yet. The UK haven't been involved. What are they doing?
Yeah, he's done nothing in the past week. Thank God. Thank God.
China's moving into Korea, then Japan. They're just getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah. Yeah, you really need to take the lion's share of these cities out down in Zambia. Just to catch up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now I'm pumping out these mechs. See, my stack's a bit weak. It was a bit weak going into here. Lost a bit of life off everything.
Your rockets will lead the way. Just gather them together, one big stack, sit on the coast, and then move them across to Kapoko at the same time. By the time they've got across, if there's any troops on there, then they'll be dead.
Yeah, I've got to let the rockets do the heavy lifting, but that means it's slow work.
Once they're all together, it might not be. You'll reach a critical mass, and then you'll find you'll just be absolutely melting what's in front of you.
Yeah.
The situation up in the northeast is looking a little bit precarious, to be honest.
Yeah, you're holding them back.
They've got a lot of anti-air there, so it's down to my rockets, and they themselves could get targeted by missiles. Just got to be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, you could lose that stack. I mean, the smart money would have been to target them, but maybe he can't see them, can he? Or can he?
No, I don't believe so. He could be moving a radar in there, and he may have naval troop that can detect me. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him to have like an AWACS or even a UAV somewhere around there.
I don't think they're that smart. They're playing a separate game. You never
Yeah, and
know.
they are kind of randomly playing battleships with these ballistic missiles, aren't they?
Yeah.
Um, I know these waters in the Med are infested with subs. South in the Suez Canal, it does seem to be safe. Fortunate.
Are rockets any good against subs? Let's have a look.
No, they can't target them.
Yeah. But then subs can't target rockets, so they're kind of safe. Can subs target rockets?
No, they don't have any air defense equally. They're also a stealth unit, so you can't target them with most things, I think.
But then his
Unless you
subs have
reveal them.
missiles.
Yeah. Once the airways are safe, my destroyers will easily take out the subs. I'm not that worried about them right now.
Yeah.
We'll keep pumping out a navy, and yeah, are you able to make any more like cruisers or anything like that?
Yeah, I can do. I was going to make like some frigates to escort my cruisers.
Oh no, 100%, yeah. And then if we can all send like 5 boats in the
Yeah,
same direction
all
and
go at
like
once.
properly coordinate it. I think we need to coordinate it down to the minute.
Yeah.
And there's a very long lead time. It takes about 16 hours to get from like where your cruisers are all the way up to Spain.
Okay, well, we can coordinate it on WhatsApp. We'll have to meet at one place and then say when we're going to leave off, but we're going to have to make sure that everyone can, do the action when the action's sent. So
Yeah, it's a tricky thing, and I think we need to get our strikes involved too, just so at least his attention will be split between 2 different areas. I'm seeing a rhythm now, so we're getting attacked usually around this time of day with ballistics, and he's also hopping on in the morning, so
yeah,
that cooldown is predictable. So we know when we need to have our AA on the crucial locations. We know possibly when he's going to be on, and therefore when the best time to attack his cities is, which will be about 2 p.m. or 2 a.m.
okay. Afternoon or late night.
Which obviously isn't ideal for you.
No.
For lots of people.
Yeah, no. He's probably working, isn't he? UK time, 9 till 6, something like that.
Absolutely, he could be hopping on his lunch break.
Hmm.
Yeah, we see a flurry of activity around about this time of day.
Have they got an identifiable name from a country? Or
We're going to track him down.
no, are they called like Sam or James
Oh,
or
I see what you mean.
Iqbal or
Footloose. No.
Francois?
Francois.
To know which time zone they're in. That'll be French.
It's not really easy to tell. Talked to him earlier and he did respond, so I've got a feeling it's European. At least.
Perfect English or?
Yeah, perfect English.
Could be anyone in Europe then.
Possibly not England.
Most likely not England. Most likely not
perfect
English.
Thing.
Yeah, no one's got the good English here.
No. All right.
1.2. Okay, anyway, all right, let's move on with our lives. Good one. Any last thoughts? The fight continues. Goodbye from me.
That's goodbye from me.
Over and out.